questions for Jaylen? We'll start with Miller and Raza, then we'll go to Jermaine.
Jaylen, good to see you.
Good.
You got some extended playing time on Saturday against Vanderbilt. How did you feel about your performance, and what were your first impressions of that?
Felt like I had a good game. Feel like we just ultimately didn't get to the goal that we wanted as a team. But I feel like my game was irrelevant for the most part because we didn't win.
With Jalen Stroman being out with an injury, how excited are you at the opportunity to be able to step up and start on this defense?
I'm excited, but I'm also prepared. Like, I've prepared to be the starter and prepared like I was going to play every snap on the field, whether I wasn't or whether I was. So I'm just ready to play.
Jermaine.
Hey, Jaylen, good to see you, sir. I got to ask you, what do you feel is the key to, like, overcoming or not having slow starts? You know, there was a few occasions last year that happened, but then this year you guys go into that 17-0 hole. But what do you feel will be the key to overcoming or not having such a slow start in the game?
I would say just coming out to play, really. Like, I feel like we had a great week of practice, just going and doing it. Like, it's not really a magic formula or something I say that we could have done better. Like, we just got to come to play.
Andy.
Did that surprise you at all, the way you guys came out of the gate? I know you practice against each other all August. You kind of have a sense of how you might play, but was it surprising to come out slow like that on Saturday?
I wouldn't say really surprising, but we have a standard on both sides of the ball, and what we started with, that wasn't the standard. So I wouldn't say it was surprising, but that's just not us playing to how we know and how everyone knows we can play.
You've now been a safety for a full season, year and a half in real time. How much better do you feel at the position, or more comfortable do you feel
I
back there
feel
now?
like night and day, more like completely night and day. Just knowing what I'm looking at, and not just like I was kind of just playing off just pure athleticism and just wanting to do it. But now I kind of understand the position, understand defense a lot more, understanding that it's not just me. Not every play there is for me to make. It's just more so everybody doing their job within the structure of the defense.
Damon.
Jaylen, you and Mose got a lot of reps in the Military Bowl last year, and it seemed like you coming in and playing most of the second half reps. You guys already had a good communication together. How much did the Military Bowl help last year and moving forward, knowing that the two of you have so many reps together?
I feel like we all, like just the safety room in general, we all prepare very well. We all ready to communicate with each other. Like, it don't matter who's in the game. We're all just ready.
Coach Price mentioned you've been getting some work at nickelback and cornerback. How much have you enjoyed expanding your game on defense and getting those reps at those other positions?
Actually, I loved it. Just being able to just learn more and just being able to help the team in any way that I can, and also just add more things to my resume that I can do and show people that I can do.
David.
Yeah, Jaylen, what is just kind of the team's mentality heading into this week after, you kind of just, is it everybody kind of wants to prove themselves?
Definitely. Like, the mentality is the mentality we had before we went into last game, just to attack and just get better and be the best people we can be on and off the field.
Coach Price said he thought your performance on Saturday was a confidence builder. You mentioned having another year under your belt. You feel like the game is just slowing down for you a little bit more?
Definitely. Like, now at first I was just playing a lot more reactive, and now I'm more anticipatory. Like, I can anticipate things. I can see when it's about to be time for me to make my play. I can see when, somebody else made a mistake and I can go fix it. It's a lot slower. It's not really as frantic when I'm on the field.
What have you seen from a guy like Quentin Reddish, who, he's a freshman in the two deep? I assume he's played pretty well for you guys in fall camp to have an opportunity to play.
I feel like he's coming along very well just for a young guy, and just some of the things that he's shown flash and things that he's shown that he can do. He's definitely going to have a chance to help us this year.
Andy and then Jimmy.
Jaylen, in your offseason work, how much of a focus was there on tackling and just
A
improving
lot,
there?
complete focus. Like that's what was one of my weaknesses, like a strong weakness for me, and I wasn't going to come back the same player that I was last year, by any means.
How did you go about that? I mean, that was something that was so new to you, switching from offense to defense. How do you go about sort of honing that side of the part of the game?
Just focusing and not being so hard on myself. Like you said, like I made a switch, and I know like I wanted to be a good player and I wanted to make plays, but sometimes when I didn't make the play, like I would get completely down on myself, beat myself up. But knowing that just like people on the other side, like they work out and train year round just like I do. Like stuff's gonna happen, and just get ready for the next play.
Back of the room, Jim.
Hey, Jaylen, how much juice do you guys get in the pregame from when you hear the music, you feel the stadium shaking? What kind of boost does that give you guys to get out there and just really hit the ground running?
We get a big boost, especially at home. Just knowing that we're in our home turf, like we can't let nobody come in here and disrespect us. So that's just a big thing for us. It's a pride thing for sure.
Andy again.
A lot of schools would just generally have a defensive backs coach, but you have a specific safeties coach back there. How much has Coach Prou helped you in terms of just learning the position and everyday kind of stuff?
Coach Prou helped me a lot, like tremendously, and just also being that he has played at like this level and the next level, played at a high level, it's easier for him to coach and let us know things because it's like he's done it before. So it's not just coach talk, I would say. Like it's from he has a perspective just like you, so it's easier to learn.
How would you describe his style, and has he given a best piece of advice to you in learning the position?
I wouldn't say he has a best piece of advice, but he just always gives me like little pointers and things that I could take and help me.
When you look at Marshall's offense, what stands out to you, and what are you preparing for this Saturday?
Just their West Coast offense, just how fast they get the ball out, a lot of quick throws and trying to get their players into space. So we got to come ready to stop the pass.
Anything else for Jaylen? All right, thanks, Jaylen.
Thank you.
Thank you.